Hey, hey. We're pirating. Not really. No loot has been stolen. This is just a fun nautical adventure, to be honest. They killed a bunch of giant kin that had taken over some sort of ship. Currently, there is a petrified stone Etten that is taking up, like, the bottom half of their main deck. Everybody is perfectly fine. The captain conversion slew the Oni captain because that's just how it be. He was very much a dead man, even if conversion had let him walk away. Right. So as we come in, you guys hear a loud banging and like shattering sound from beneath the Etten as it's sort of like stone arms hit the main deck and break off as the bottom part of its body is knocked away. And you see Brog the cook with his metal arm turned into a big like spiked mace on the end, and he's just breaking his way through, being like, "Come on, men, to the top! We must join the." Never mind, men. It seems to have ended. Looks like they've got it. Hey, everybody. Glad you made it back. I'm the one who shot the flare off when we saw the ship approaching. Thanks for saving us.
It's keen work with the flare there, yes.
Yeah, and he watches the mace goes into his arm, and it turns into like almost like a cannon. And there are 3 flares remaining in his little cannon arm. It was a good addition that was added on. Very useful in times of need. We've got a few wounded down below, but you know we'll patch them up. We did lose one, Charles. Poor guy. We already tossed him overboard the way he'd like, the way he'd want.
Yes.
Very well.
Goodbye, Charles.
I mean, guy wore a red shirt, if you know what I mean. And he like coughs a lung, pretty much. A cyber lung.
Could you have one of your men fashion this remaining Eden head to the front of the ship?
Oh, we can get that done. We can get that done pronto. Which head do you want?
The one that's not half gone.
Yeah, all good. We got it. Well, just you want the half gone one. That's a bit of a intimidation factor.
Yeah, we could put that on the side, maybe, or the back.
Easily
like truck nuts.
Truck nuts, the Etten heads.
It's our boarding signal. We fire the broken head onto someone's ship as a warning.
All right. The day is pretty much over. You guys remain sort of anchored nearby. You pulled up anchor to pull away from the burning ship, so you're no longer anchored near the island. The island remains next to you. The sun's coming down at this point. What would you guys like to do?
Well, I suppose we should. Well, you looking at the crew that was on land. You got
the 4 of them. Yeah,
wood, right? You got the wood, right?
Yes, sir. But Eddie made sure we got the other ship's rowboats. So we've currently got 3, way more than we need to save the whole crew in times of emergency. We can stow this wood away below for later use, maybe for repairs for the ship or more rowboats.
Fantastic idea. Fantastic. Go ahead and store it. We'll put to once it's secured.
The 4 of them hustle down, bringing down the wood that they harvested from this island, easily stored in your sort of storeroom back there. Anything else you guys would like to do?
We should leave tonight. We probably drew the attention of Kong over there.
There is a giant bonfire raging, because that ship's on fire.
Oh yeah.
So easily done. The sails are hoisted, and you guys set sail away from this island with a big burning beacon slowly sinking into the waves behind you. You all have your long rests easily enough. Nothing bothers you in the night, a nice calm night at sea. Can I get Clarny and Conversion to both roll me D100s for the next day?
That is a 29 for me.
And I got a 49. 49.
29 and 49, is that what I heard?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
Okay. A clear day before you. Beautiful winds. Keeping you guys well on course. So let me get you guys where you belong. Like Craig lives up here. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm up there. We know I'm up there.
We know. There we go.
Yes.
Narvos, where do you want to hang out on this day? It's a beautiful sunny day, some clouds in the air. The surf is splashing up onto the deck a little bit. The crew is bustling about maintaining the ship's ropes.
I'll just kind of be wandering along on the top deck, just making sure everyone's doing okay, doing everything well.
You got it. Just a reminder to you guys, this room seems to be empty. You guys can do whatever you want with this sort of front room on the ship. Belran and Conversion, Captain, and your cabin boy. What are you guys up to?
I'll
Cabin boy, bro.
Cabin boy Belran.
Staying in the shade, and making sure that the ship is doing well.
I'm gonna find an umbrella to set up over here on this side of the ship that because you guys set that up a couple days ago and it was really hot out. So I'll get something to remind us that over here's the shade. Eddie
wants to practice
Eddie has a
using.
parrot.
Oh yeah. Eddie wants to work on the parrot. That's what he's going to do.
Okay, we'll get to that. We'll get to the parrot shenanigans. See if I can get like a little bird mini. Bird. Nope. We're gonna take this fairy and we're gonna rename it Parrot, and we're gonna change its color to red, and we're all gonna believe that this is a parrot now.
Looks like a parrot to me.
Dude, where'd you get that parrot mini?
I know, right?
Really cool.
So realistic. And now we come to Carney and Clarny. What you guys up to?
We're just kind of, keeping watch. Nothing fancy. I was wondering what would I know we did some stuff with the heads, but what did we do with the rest of the stone that was left over from the?
If you go and check with Brog, like immediately after, like when the crew kind of separates and the night's activities started out the previous night, Brog has a chunk of the crew beginning to just toss the pieces of the Etten overboard.
No,
Okay,
stop. No. Don't do that.
Oh, why not?
I have this manual of creating stone golems, and that's stone. Save it.
Oh well, it'll weigh down the boat a little bit, but we'll mark it down in the cargo.
Can we store it in the room that we don't have anything in right now?
I mean, we have a cargo hold. There's no problem.
Put it in the bottom.
Yes.
There you go.
Spread it out.
It'll be ballast for now.
It's probably several hundred pounds of stone based on the size of the Etten.
Have Carney fishing. Carney just wants to fish. He's fascinated with what we were doing the other night by fishing, so he wants to give his hand at it.
Cool. Carney hanging out over here, legs sort of off the side of the boat, fishing. Brog is down making stew like always. Okay. So that brings us to Eddie and his time with his parrot. Right. Can I get an animal handling check as you try and train your parrot?
Yeah, 12, 13.
13? Right. So what simple task are you trying to teach this wild creature you've dragged away from its home?
I'm trying to teach it to say the word help.
It takes better part of the day. You think you get it at one point, and then it starts flying around the boat for a while. When it came back, it wasn't saying anything. But as the sun gets like 3/4 of the way through the day, it reliably, when you call for help, will give a loud shriek of "Help me! Help! Help!"
Incredible. Beautiful.
It is quickly very uncomfortable the more you sail into the ocean, though, away from its home. Seems to go from flying around the ship a lot to just sitting near you and not flying.
I'm giving this parrot a lot of stimulation and social attention.
Yeah.
Because I know parrots need that. I am concerned about its mental health, and I've taken steps to make sure it's happy.
Awesome possum. Can I get a survival check for Carney Asada to see how much fish he gets today?
That was a 14.
A 14? Let's roll. Let's turn on dice roller. Roll. That's not what I wanted. He gets 3 fish today.
Woohoo!
So successful time fishing. He does lose several of them. Isn't able to reel in everything, but what he does reel in makes him feel proud about himself, and he can hand it off to Brog to be salted and jerkied or used in tonight's meal. Craig.
I'm keeping an eye out. I'm ignoring small land masses, but looking for larger ones. I'm also looking for large, like, water-dwelling creatures that I can maybe pop off in the head real quick.
Can I get a better example of large water-dwelling creatures?
You know, like a shark, dolphin, whale.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Not Kraken or Leviathan.
No. 27.
I just wasn't sure if that included, like, the fish Carney's been pulling up. Just, like, take a shot at it as Carney reels it in.
If it's a tuna, maybe. But I'm shooting with my bow or my arrow with the rope on it, you know.
With a 20-something.
27.
27. Wow. What can you see? You do see. At first, what you notice is a large school of fish swimming near the surface, eating like algae or plankton. Probably like thousands of fish that begin to scatter quickly as a sea turtle swims through them and starts to eat a couple fish.
I wouldn't do the turtle.
Too cute. It's too cute. No turtle soup.
No turtle. Shade a turtle.
But that is what you see. Just a beautiful sort of like sea turtle eating some fish, swimming around.
I tell the book about it.
The book stays quiet. The book has no response for a turtle.
That's fair.
You do see at around 5 o'clock the peak of a building is the first thing you see on the horizon. It takes a second to realize what it is, but it is definitely the peak of a tall tower.
Civilization. My point.
What is it?
Tower.
There's no other sort of like building that begins to make its appearance as it solidifies. Seems to be a very tall like square or cylindrical tower. You don't see any trees. As your ship sort of naturally sails kind of close to it, and more of the area it's on comes to be seen, you do see a large galleon beached on a very small island that has a rock face that grows into this large single tower. On the other side of it, there is a like a large rock and walkway.
Does the galleon have any markings?
It looks old and weathered and like it's been beached there for a long, long time. Some like dark sails, greenish hull.
What do you think somebody...
rotten.
You think somebody crashed here and decided to live? I'll swing down on my rope.
When I get a look at it, I'll be like, seems like an awful lot of work for one person, even a small group.
Worth a look-see?
Assuming the rest of the crew isn't like, no.
He wants to check it out.
Sure.
Hey, Grog, what do you make of this? Bong? Grungo.
Brog. That looks kind of very well defended, if I would say. Could be some sort of cove to hide one's goods, some pirate lord's hiding hole. There are rumors in this ocean of mages taking control of islands and fortifying them.
A wizard island?
Possibly.
That sounds pretty rad.
Sounds like fun.
Sounds like loot.
1 second. No, I don't want to search it. I'll open it.
All right then. Mr. Clarny, make way.
I guide us that way.
Watch for rocks and reefs.
Do. All sort of like settled up here. Belran's shaking. This is what you see. So it's a very tall tower with like some stairs on this rock leading over to it, and the beach.
That's the entirety of it.
Yes, that is the whole thing with this galleon. This isn't there. It's just another boat. With this galleon beached up on the side of it, and a tall tower that you cannot see the top of.
I repeat, looks like loot.
I assume that we've.
Tower.
This is us basically sailing straight at it.
Yeah. I mean, I can move you. Oh no. Everybody sunk into the ship. You're more like over here, I think. You'd sail past it, but if you're going to sail towards it, then you'd kind of make this turn.
I just want to make sure that there's no ship behind it.
You could easily sail around. You can see like the curve of the shore. You could sail around and pull up, maybe like it's very bright, but like here,
the backside.
Yeah, like around here or here.
All right.
You can easily see that this island is less than like half a mile across.
Is this somewhat accurate?
Yeah. Yep. Crystal clear ocean all around you. One small island and a ship.
All right. Bring us into the lee side of it, and prepare to put a boat in the water.
Back for you guys.
So basically, get the island between us and the wind.
It's about right there.
All right.
Nice.
Yeah, I do all that stuff he says.
We make it to the stairs, or should we explore the island first?
I'd say take a look at the island first.
I mean, just from your ship, you can see the galleon on the far side, a few palm trees, and like the whole island is just bright white sand that leads to these rocky outcroppings with the tower climbing to the sky. Some big whale bones up on the shore that are turning white with ivory after being torn apart.
All right.
Folks have any like magic symbols carved in them?
You are way too far away to see that.
That you would like to investigate that.
Having a hard time hearing you, Eddie.
Eddie would like to investigate whether or not there are magic symbols carved into those bones. That's what he wants to know.
We head to the shore, yeah?
I'd say head for the shore. Walk the island first.
I will say I got my eye on the tower the whole time we're on the shore.
It is oddly like you don't see any movement. You don't see any lights in any of the sort of like openings in the tower. It rises hundreds and hundreds of feet into the air. It's a towering behemoth straight up. It's a marvel of craftsmanship. You don't know where the resources were unless this was straight up carved from like a pillar of rock and sort of just carved out of the rock. I don't know why there's another.
Eddie thinks this is suspiciously magic. Like, this is something mages do. This is something wizards with too much time do.
Kill whales.
Kill whales, put towers in the middle of the ocean. You know, you have to have time to do this.
Right.
The bones, as you guys pull up onto shore, are probably the most significant thing you see on this beach. Time-worn old whale bones. Clarney, I mean, can instantly point at them and be like, that's a whale. That's a very large whale that was probably like over 100 years old when it died. There are no visible magical markings on it. It just looks like a beached whale that was old and large and died on this beach.
Okay. Start making the way around to the right, towards where the galleon is.
I'm also keeping my eyes on the skies, looking for birds that don't fit.
There are pretty much only like seagulls, and very few of them. There do seem to be like some areas where like local pools of water where there are starfish and crabs and whatnot. There is wildlife. It's just sparse because of how just sandy this island is. It doesn't really have the space to house a lot of life. Circling around, you guys come to a probably decade or more beached galleon. The sails are completely tattered. The hull looks rotted from weathering and lack of use. There are skeletons that look to be like strapped to the front of the boat. Unclear how or why they got there, but there are long deceased white skeletons strapped to this galleon.
All right. Well,
Anyone else concerned that the bones are white, but the rest of the hull is green?
wood versus bone.
I guess. Eddie thinks he should go aboard this galleon and just walk around, see what's up there.
You want to go onto the galleon?
Yeah.
How would you like to get up onto the galleon?
Eddie's gonna use his rope of entanglement. Can you just like say rope, grab onto something that looks sturdy up there, and then Eddie climbs the rope?
No, that's not how the rope of entanglement works.
Well, Eddie would like to perilously ascend
Just climb on up?
wooden thing.
Just
Yeah,
climb
just
on up?
climb on up. He'll try and position himself so if he's high up, he'll be over water. If that makes sense.
Okay.
So
Easily enough to do. Here's Eddie, kind of hopping over here and heading over there. Go ahead and give me an athletics check. What are the rest of you guys doing as Eddie like sinks his fingers into the rotting hull, climb up the galleon?
8.
8. Lovely. We'll get back to that.
I just want to tell David to look into the rope of climbing. If you're going to be a
Look
rope
into the-
and net guy, that's what you're looking for there. Rope of climbing.
Gotta get me a rope of climbing, all right.
I'll
Good
go
note.
with him. I'm not going to let him go by himself, but I'll keep a distance.
Okay.
Yeah, I was going to say I'm going
We'll
to
tag along.
yeah, kind of hang back.
Once
but
I'm an
not-
Echo Knight, I'm just gonna teleport up.
Okay, everybody's over here. And what are the drow up to? This is, it is towards the end of the day. It's getting to be twilight, actually, Convergent. So it isn't that bad. I wonder if I could... Options, lighting. Oh, yeah.
It's not dim light yet, though.
No. Nope.
All right.
Probably another hour, and you'll be in like proper twilight with dim light.
Okay. We'll go over with the rest of the group and watch to see as they start climbing up,
Cool. Awesome possum. So we kind of just flip the
and
page.
kind of keep an eye on the tower and the other side of the island.
Yeah, we can do that. Just like before with Craig, the tower is ominously silent. It looks exactly like this, so you do see like these openings, and there are like windows on this side. No movement, no lights, nothing. It seems to be an abandoned tower.
Okay.
Eddie, you got an 8, so you sink your fingers in and your boots in, and you get a couple feet up, and then you just accidentally tear a board out, and you fall back to the water because you said you wanted to do it over the water. So you splash down into the water.
All right. Well, Eddie's just gonna swim back to shore.
The parrot's flying around above you, going, "Help! Help! Help!"
I reassure the parrot that I'm okay. I'm okay, buddy. I'm okay, buddy.
It's a very large ship. This probably could have housed. Your ship houses 4 guns on each side, or ballista. This thing looks like it could house a dozen or more on each side.
So this wood is like incredibly weak, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Instead of climbing this thing, can I just like punch a hole in the front of it and then just go in?
Yeah. How would you like to do that?
Yeah, I'm gonna take my mace and I'm just gonna bash it until there's a gap that I can climb into.
Go ahead and make an attack roll.
All right.
You do have that magic katana too.
Yeah, would the katana work better than the mace?
I feel like
Those
maybe
are-
you could cut a hole with it. There are 2 different types of approaching it.
Yeah, I guess it kind of depends on how soft the wood is.
It's still wood. It's still sturdy enough to have substance, but your whole body weight on one plank did rip it out off the nails and the sort of frame on the inside.
Oh, good. That's damage. Man, 11 to hit.
That does hit the side of a ship. Literally the side of a barn. So go ahead and roll your damage.
12.
12. You bust a hole large enough to like stick the top half of your body through and probably wiggle the back half through.
Cool. Since this is work, can I do it again to make the hole bigger?
Yay, go ahead and make another attack.
10.
10. That is its AC. So go ahead and roll your damage.
11 damage.
11. So you now have like a squeezable doorway. Carney and Clarney fit in perfectly fine. Everybody else, duck your heads and push your shoulders in together.
Nice. Eddie wants to go in and take a look around.
Yeah, kind of while he's doing this, I'm gonna kind of like look over the ship and see if there's any like obvious signs of damage that would have been explain why the ship might have like run aground and crashed here.
Awesome. Can I get an investigation check from you for that? As Eddie goes in, who else follows Eddie into the lower decks of the ship?
I got a 19.
A 19.
Yeah, I'll follow him.
Okay, so you two are going in to the ship. In Virgin, you do see signs of scorch marks. With a 19, you're unclear whether it's conventional weaponry or arcane nature. But this ship did suffer a loss in battle. You can see that there is no anchor on the side of the ship. The anchor either was destroyed or stolen, but they had no way to stop the ship, and the only way to stop the ship was to run it aground.
Okay, and that includes looking at both sides for the anchor.
Yeah, no anchor on either side. And the ship's hull seems to have scorch marks ripping down it. And several of the sort of like upper, the main deck's railings seem to be busted up and destroyed.
I don't think you'll find much, but I throw a drift globe in the hole and then crawl in myself.
Ooh. Cool. So you guys have light in there. So those of you who have gone down into the hull, it's damp, and until the drift globe is thrown in, very dark. And once the drift globe is brought in, there is just wreckage everywhere. The floor is strewn with broken barrels, and there are lots of sort of like rotted foodstuffs. Some crabs scurry away from their scavenged meal that they'd been feasting on for generations. This is a very long lower deck, but you are in the cargo hold. It's a very sort of like creepy look down the lower decks at the just carnage. There seems to be, just at the edge of your vision, several chests.
Chests. Oh, boy. Eddie's just gonna go towards the chests.
Okay.
Did Clarny come in here?
No, just
can I poke my head?
I did not go in.
Can I poke my head out real quick?
Yeah, easily enough.
Hey,
so Eddie,
Clarny, where do you think? How old do you think that the stone up there is?
Can I roll for a check on
yeah,
that?
it's a stone cunning, so that's a history with double proficiency.
I rolled an 18. So double. So that's plus 6. That's 24. Okay.
And your intelligence.
Like all of it?
Just your intelligence modifier.
Oh, I don't have. It's 0.
Okay.
So, yeah. So 24. Yeah.
A 24. To your dwarven knowledge, nothing built that. That stone up there, thousands of years old. You have no idea. Even the best dwarven smiths. This tower should not exist.
This is a complete mystery to me, even my knowledge. Beyond that,
I was sorry, Eddie. I was concerned maybe the person who crashed here built the tower. Thus, there'd be no loot in there and it might be trapped, but I feel the tower might have been here before they crashed.
He says, it's a good idea to check for traps. Eddie would like to pick up some of the broken pieces of wood that are lying around and throw them at the chests. See if anything explodes or comes out and tries to eat him.
Nope. You toss some wood and give me a second here to build the lower deck of the ship. It's RPG kit top set. Okay. So you walk in, and this is what you see. There are 3 chests in this sort of like center room. And you can just barely with the drift globe see a 4th one out of the corner in this room.
Well, Eddie's gonna try and open up the ones in this room first.
Okay. Which one do you throw the stick at, by the way?
The one closest to the door. And Eddie's gonna throw a stick at every one of them.
Okay, so I fixed them. Please flip back over. Close to the door. Eddie throws a stick at it. Nothing happens.
Eddie's gonna open it, but he's gonna open it from the side.
What do you mean from the side?
So instead of standing in front of the chest and opening it, he's gonna stand at the side of the chest.
Okay. Okay. What are you 2 up to as you walk in? This place is like a mess. This with the lower decks, everything got shuttered when the ship ran aground.
I will assist Eddie with a fly hand from 20 feet away.
Okay, but do you want to be like 20 feet over this way?
Yes.
You got it. Okay, so for those of you not in the ship, the drift globe drifts away, and the light leaves from where you guys are standing. Narvos, what are you up to?
Yeah, I mean, I'll kind of just be on the other side of the chest and just kind of ready to help out Eddie if the need should arise.
Do this, but push that barrel aside, and you go stand over there. I'm gonna actually shrink you a little. Make it a bit bigger. Eddie, you go ahead and open that chest. Inside, there is a bunch of gold and gems. Looks like the treasure of some civilization or piracy, but chest is filled with goods.
Neat.
Let me guess.
Eddie's
nothing.
gonna. What?
So let me guess. There's nothing in it, huh?
Nah, there's something in it. That's for sure. There's something in it. I can buy a lot of bird seed with this. Oh boy. Eddie, before opening any other chests, will take this chest and bring it off the boat and onto the beach.
Okay.
Is the chest stable on its own?
No. As you go to pick it up, you really feel like the bottom of it's going to give out as you try and pick it up.
Okay.
Yeah, cool. We need some sacks. That's what we need.
I'll walk over to Eddie and just open my bag and lay it in front of him.
Craig, as you walk away, something with your stupid high passives, you've got a good passive investigation.
20. Passive perception, 20.
What's your passive investigation?
11.
Oh, never mind.
No.
Well, with a perception, what you do notice is that while this sort of center room is a mess, this room that you're walking away from, a bit less so. Some turned over chairs, a destroyed table in the corner, but less sort of like a large mess. That's what your perception, a high passive perception gets you. But you walk over to Eddie.
Here you go. I just throw my bag down
Right.
and open it.
And Eddie's gonna move treasure from the broken chest into the stable bag.
It just disappears as you dump it in.
Right. Eddie, roll me 2d6.
Give me a second.
I'm going to write it down, but I'm labeling it as Eddie's loot.
11.
11. You get 11 50 gold piece gems.
1150 gold piece gems. Nice.
And then I need 3d12.
$18.
You have and 180 gold pieces.
180 gold pieces.
And that's what's in that chest.
Nice.
So Narvis, you just watch Eddie dump a bunch of wealth into the bag of holding.
Huh. Well, let's go check out another chest.
Did you count that gold?
Yeah.
It's gonna mix. It's fine. We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
11. You said 1150 gems.
11 50 gold piece gems.
Yeah.
Gold piece.
So you have
Gems.
11 gems worth 50 gold pieces each.
Gotcha. 11 gems. Cool.
Then 180 gold.
And then 180
GP.
gold on top of it.
This
And
other
then
room over
one-
here was less messy. I don't know what that means. It just felt like went to get out.
Do we want to check that out first or finish with these chests?
Eddie thinks we should check out the chests in this more secure area first,
Yes, you're right.
and lock down our gains, and then risk it all in the next room.
Do it.
Sounds like a good idea. Play it safe first.
Right. So there's
To
two
the
more
next
chests.
chest.
There's two more chests. Which one do you want to do?
Corner.
This one or that one?
I'll do this one.
This one it is.
Once again, standing to the side in case anything pops out the front. Unless this is one of those rare chests that's booby trapped on the sides instead.
Are you looking for traps before you open it?
Yeah, Eddie is looking. He's
So
being real careful about this.
Give me an investigation check.
$17.
It is not trapped.
Cool. Eddie's gonna open it.
This time you come across something that only Craig realizes what it is. To the two of you, it just looks like a bunch of metal balls, like marbles almost, or ball bearing. Craig, you think those things could fit into your sniper.
This one's for me. Go to the other one.
Okay.
All right.
I'm gonna start loading these in my bag. How many?
You have 10 essentially quivers or bullet bags worth. So
Yeah.
that's 20 shots each times 10, 200 shots. You two move over to that chest. Give me another investigation check.
I'll help you out.
So that's advantage, Eddie, on the investigation check. As you
Yeah, I
lean over this-
need that because I got a 3 on that one.
yeah, as you two lean over this this chest to both look at it, make sure it's not trapped. Craig's over here, drift globe floating behind them, scooping ball bearings into their bag of holding.
9 on this investigation.
9.
Yeah, even
I
after
mean,
the advantage.
You think it's not trapped?
Yeah, Eddie's still gonna, stand to the side of chests.
Yeah.
When he opens them.
Yeah.
Just
100%.
good practice.
100%.
And he's gonna pop it open.
You flip it open, and inside are old, weathered, leather-bound, oiled books.
Are the books in good condition?
Not mint, but they aren't destroyed. They were cared for specifically to survive life on a ship.
Oh, well, Eddie's gonna pick up some books.
Narvos,
Hmm.
can I get an arcane check from you?
Yes, you may. 18.
18. As Eddie starts to pick up the books, you see some arcane runes on the binds. And you think that these might be wizard spell books.
Ooh, wait, hold on. Let me take a look at this.
Yeah. Eddie gives over all the books.
You flip through a few of them, and they are, in fact, one after the other, dozens of languages showcase individual spell books from who knows who. But there's what are the languages you speak, Nargos?
Celestial, Common, or Shell.
You find books with all of those. There are several with Celestial. There are several that you recognize to be Infernal and Abyssal, and a couple that you don't recognize the speech of, the text of, the language. But you've seen both Infernal and Abyssal enough to be like, I know what those are, based on your background. And Celestial is Celestial, and there are several of those. You know that pretty much anywhere there is a magic trade, spellbooks are valuable. Just like gold and gems.
Very.
A wizard's spellbook can be sold for a pretty penny.
This is some good stuff.
Those books, dude.
You find roll me Narvos 2d10.
2d10. 13.
13. You find 23 spellbooks.
Jesus Christ.
Oh boy.
Yeah, this you guys quickly are coming to realize with what's left of treasure here, these were probably very efficient either mercenaries or pirates. But, to have a ship with 24 guns on either side of this size, this ship was a menace on the waves at one point.
All right, well, let's check out the final room. Huh?
There's a way up, yes?
You look around. The way up, the hatch to go up seems to be heavily occluded. Something seems to have broken down. There's a wheel pushing through. Go ahead and give me an investigation check.
16.
16. You think that the floor above you is the munitions deck, and that in whatever fight happened, a cannon has blocked the way and is like half embedded between the decks.
Okay.
Eddie comes in here.
With him.
Greg comes in here. Narvos comes in here.
I'm gonna try to get a better look in this place.
Just looking around this room.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like an area that wasn't well traveled a lot. There is a chair and a table and this chest. There's some like sconces on the wall with long dead and wet torches. The door that this room had, long off its hinges, lays on the ground in this room and is a metal door, which from your ship at least is somewhat weird. The only metal parts of any door on your ship is the lock on the captain's door, which is still a wooden door. But this had like a full-on metal, like iron door.
If any of these chests are trapped, it's that one, Eddie.
Well, Eddie's going to investigate to see if it's trapped.
Okay. Right. You go up. And anybody else investigating with him? Anybody giving you an advantage? With
Oh yeah,
yeah.
I'll assist.
Yeah.
You'll assist? Okay. So Craig and Eddie both go up. Narvos kind of hanging back by the door to watch, keep watch. Eddie, give me the investigation roll with advantage while Craig helps you out.
It's 16.
16. You are pretty confident that this chest isn't trapped.
Well, Eddie's gonna stand to the side of the chest, like he always does.
Mhm.
You know, Treasure doesn't care which side I opened it from, but whoever packed the chest might have. And he's gonna open it.
You reach down and flip open the chest. What's your AC?
13.
Guess we all knew this was coming.
Mhm.
Eddie took steps to mitigate this.
Oh boy.
Sounds like a nat
Eddie's
20.
dead. Get ready to meet Daddy, everyone.
The natural 20.
Ready to meet Daddy. Sean, can I keep my parrot at least?
You as you open the chest, the long rows of teeth snap out
There
at
it
you
is.
as the lid of the chest comes down on you. It begins to stand up with its long legs that stick out from its weird body. It grows weird, lengthy, angly arms, and bites down on you with a natural 20. So that sucks.
Your parrot flies in last second, takes the hit for you. Help!
Eddie says help.
Right. So it's a you take I needed 1 second. $15 points of piercing damage.
Cool.
And you are currently grappled as your hands can't come off of the creature. The lid of the chest has like a sticky adhesive on it, and you are currently grappled by it.
So this is how it feels to be grappled, huh?
Yes.
Eddie the
what it sounds
grappler.
Can I get initiative from you guys? And those of you inside outside can roll initiative too, as you guys do hear the like scream of pain from your friend within.
Yeah, 15 initiative.
How do we fix both of us having 17?
I'm faster than you. We're good.
Yeah, he faster.
Okay.
Right. Okay. So first up, conversion. What you doing?
Just kind of like looking over the tower, look back at the ship, kind of like that wasn't really screaming in terror or anything. That was just nothing I need to worry about yet.
Okay. Awesome. Craig.
I will take an attack of opportunity as I back away.
Okay, yeah. It is a dumb creature, so it will do that. It's 7, so miss.
Right. Back over by Norvos. Yep. And then I will shoot with bow.
Shoot with bow.
Natural 1.
It misses, hits the wall.
All right.
My friend, I shoot with bow.
Second attack is not hella good, but it's a mimic, right? 13.
Yeah, that hits.
This will have bug damage on it. And that is awesome. 18 damage.
Solid arrow just thunks into the side of its long, lanky body. And it lets out like a weird howl.
And I will cast Healing Word. Say, rub some dirt in it. And heal Eddie for 5.
Thank you.
Next up, Carney and Clarney.
Okay, I'm gonna look down at Carney and like nudge him, and be like, "Go check it out."
Going on? And Carney's gonna set up shop like right behind Craig, looking in like, what? What's going on?
Everything okay?
After that comes the mimic. It is his turn. He is going to try and eat Eddie. So I roll with advantage. A 1, and then an 18. So 23 to hit.
Yeah, it hits.
Oh, I don't want a D12, just a D8. Take 13 more points of piercing damage. Chomp,
Ooh,
chomp, chomp.
Eddie's down at this. That's
Eddie starts to get consumed.
Yeah, Eddie's thoroughly in the mouth of this thing.
Next up is Eddie. Eddie, give me a death save, buddy.
D20, right?
It's just a D20. If you get a 20, that's great. If you get a 1, that's really bad. You want to get just tell me the number you roll.
14.
14, that's a success. That's a thumbs up. 1 success. Narvos.
I'm gonna do bonus action hex blades curse. Just so I can hit harder and stuff. And then I'm gonna throw a 3rd level chromatic orb at it. 26 to hit.
That absolutely hits.
And let's see how that does damage. Plus the 3 from the other thing. So that's going to be 24 damage.
24 points of damage.
Mm-hmm. Of
Wow.
fire. Yeah.
It is heavily wounded. It Eddie's bottom half is sort of just hanging out of its out of its chest mouth, and it turns to you, Narvos. At the end of this round of initiative, you three outside, Convergent, Clarny, what's your passive perception?
5.
So 15. That's good enough. So all of you notice that at the very top of the tower, there is a burst of purple energy. That's all that happens. There's just like a purple light that appears for an instant at the top of the tower and then disappears. Convergent, what are you doing?
Probably not really a whole lot of anything right now. Keep watching the tower. Whatever is going on, they should be able to handle it.
Mm-hmm.
Or they should be yelling for help.
Cool. So you two are set, holding ground out on the beach. Craig.
He dead? I'm gonna shoot the mimic. That. Oh man, I forgot to say sharpshooter. Oh well,
Good.
I rolled really high. And that will have bug damage on top of it, equaling 14 total. Second attack with sharpshooter.
Okay.
19.
Yeah, that hits him. The first arrow sinks into like the center of its chest. It sort of like falls over onto all fours and is just crawling towards you with the bottom half of Eddie's body sticking out of its mouth.
And that was 18 damage.
18 damage. With the last one, you just put it in one of its many eyes on top of the chest, and it falls to the ground dead.
And I'll cast Healing Spirit on Eddie.
Awesome pause.
So at the start of his turn, he'll start taking D6s of health extra.
Yep. So Eddie heals back up as it comes around. How much does Eddie heal up for?
The first one will be 8. And then I'm just gonna keep him on.
But if he stands there, he'll just heal back to full health over the next 30 seconds.
Yep.
Cool. So put yourself back to full health, Eddie. As this mimic disintegrates into the ground, leaving a single journal, a bottle of alcohol, a fine jacket, and a bag.
And he's like, "What's in the bag?" And he just goes to grab it.
So as you get your health bag, Eddie scoops up the bag. It's a bag of holding.
Oh, neat.
Fabulous. Do you want your money back?
Sure, that would be great. Thank you.
I'm erasing it.
Thank you for healing me, by the way.
Oh, that's what I'm here for, right? Not really. I'm the sniper, but the healer's outside. He didn't seem to care.
Oh.
Either way, this is a cool coat, and I'm going to give it to him.
Yeah, it's like 100% a captain's coat. Got the like long leather bits, and it's cool.
It's another book, Narvos. Check it out.
Ooh.
This one's a journal in common. Seems to be like a captain's log. A diary of sorts.
Is there
Captain's log.
Captain's
Is there
log.
anything
Start.
in the bag of holding already?
See, that's the thing about bags of holding. You don't get to just sort of like... So you could just empty it out. If you turn a bag of holding inside out, it will dump out all of its contents onto the ground. but you can't just put your hand in and be like, give me what you have. You have to mentally call forth
Specific
the thing
things.
you want.
Yeah.
Give me what you got.
So before we put the treasure in it, maybe we should take it and like dump it out in
Yes.
the island.
That's fine. We should do it.
Yeah.
On our boat, probably.
All right. It wouldn't like sink the boat, would it?
It can
Depends on
only
what-
hold 500 pounds.
Yeah, I would hope not.
Sounds good. All right.
Truly depend. If it's a 500-pound active nuclear warhead, who knows?
Hmm.
Somebody managed to put it away just in the nick of time, and it's been staying in that secondary dimension, waiting to hit oxygen again.
Christ.
Right. All right. So you guys pull out of the lower part of this ship.
Converging.
Much the richer and more experienced for your actions.
We fought a mimic. Eddie died. I brought a coat.
I have a book.
You've got like
He says he has a lot of
2
books.
dozen books.
I have books for days.
Spell books. They could go for quite a bit.
Good.
Help! 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 Help!
Fuck off.
Help!
Here, put on this coat.
Right
He
after
calls the
that,
parrot
the,
over and comforts it.
He's Convergent's kind of like holding the coat, kind of looking at it like, okay, whatever. And right after the whatever it was happened,
Mhm.
The top of the tower glowed purple.
Oh.
Yes.
Probably a good thing.
Find out.
Up the stairs.
Well, did you only search one deck?
Because the other one was blocked by a cannon. We could get more cannons. Like real cannons. We have like not cannons. This has cannons.
Yeah.
But that would be, I think that would be an afterwards thing. We bring the ship over here, we board this one, we see what we can find.
I was gonna say we can always explore the tower and then have the crew do that while we're doing that.
Oh yes, we could tell the crew to come over here and do it.
Get the cannons while we're doing the other thing.
All right. You want to take a look, make sure there's not another mimic on there.
We'll just send Girk with them, right?
Yes, yeah.
Girk is a cabin boy, yeah.
And
so is Tim Toothy.
Yes.
Tim Toothy would definitely appreciate just beating the crap out of mimics.
Yes,
Yeah.
I think
We'd
we
have so much
send
fun.
those guys in. Here, I have my hand
Here.
cone. I'm gonna go to the edge of the beach and shout.
Hey,
Give me
hey.
a persuasion check at advantage.
Okay. Not terrible. I'm not the most charismatic guy. I got a 13.
13, good enough. It's hard to figure out, and with a few sort of like flag waving, they ask for you to repeat yourself, and you do. And the second time you give the order, you see the ship begin to move along the island to pull up to this galleon.
Yeah, I'm just like
You
pointing.
want us to put our what in where?
I'm
Yeah.
pointing at that ship and then making cannon shapes.
A single ballista shot is fired at it before they figure out what you want.
I'm having flies turn into a cannon.
Right. So they begin the process of harvesting this ship for everything it's worth. You guys
Start climbing the tower.
over there. The stairs begin over here. So you guys walk to like this side of the island and look out, and you can see like the staircase that goes up the rocks, and it begins over there. So you could take your rowboat over.
Well, Clarny, you got water walk?
I do.
No, but you use your spells more than he does.
Oh, what
I
about
do. I mean, I do have it prepared since we have been on the water.
It's up to you. We could just row.
I'd rather
We'll
walk
see.
across.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
it?
Do it on the parrot too. That'll be funny.
Take its first steps on the water. It's absolutely just having a time with it.
Just happily strutting around, screaming help at everything.
It like touches the water and looks up at you and goes, "Help!"
Help.
Is this what seagulls feel like?
Right. So you guys, Clarny, did you mark that spell off?
Yeah. Yep.
Cool. So these stairs, bit precarious. What is the marching order you guys want to be going up? It's single file.
Before we ascend, do we want to take a break by the giant lake?
We are in the middle of a big lake, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
let's do it. Let's take a break.
We'll be back. Then you'll see. going.
Oh,
We go.
there we go.
Yeah,
Sorry,
Are we?
that's my bad. I forgot that I was on my own. All right. Marching order up the stairs.
Second to last. Put Carney like up front, or
First.
second to front.
Yeah, I'll be like
Do
second.
not let Eddie go first.
Eddie is already walking up the
Oh my
stairs.
god.
No, meet you.
Eddie, no.
Eddie's up there.
Eddie, yes.
Hold on.
I asked my parent to go see if anything needs help up there. Do you think my parent can do that?
No.
Maybe after a few more days of training. That might be too much.
There we go. I've
Too
now
much.
attached the parrot to Eddie. Valran runs up and actually takes the lead.
I'll go up after Eddie.
Okay. You and
Sure,
so you
between-
and
I'll go up after Carney.
okay. So essentially, this is our marching order: Velran, Eddie, Carney, Conversion, Narvos, Clarny. Walking up this precarious staircase, I would like a team athletics check. So everybody
Can I
roll
bid
some
for
athletics.
acrobatics somehow?
No.
Okay. It's only 1 point difference, but
Yavanteen.
I rolled a 20.
Don't forget to roll for Carney as well.
yeah, I got a horse 20 as well.
Nice.
18.
Carney
Awesome.
rolled a 19.
Awesome. Leaves just the 2 drow.
You said athletics?
Yeah, athletics for you both.
Okay. I got a 4.
A 4.
And Velron, check to make sure. You would have gotten 14.
So the only one who failed is Captain Conversion, and the rest of you are able to see when one of the stones of the stairs slips out from under his feet, and you all quickly scoop in and grab him and make sure he doesn't fall to his death. You watch as the stone bounces down the side of the rock and splashes into the water below.
Oh, is it Twilight yet? Dim light?
Yeah.
Okay.
Does that give you some sort of benefits?
Yeah, he can up to his proficiency level. Proficiency number of times he can give himself a flying speed equal to his moving speed.
Oh, nice. So
for 1 minute.
if you had fallen, you could have just been like, ha ha ha, I fly.
He just does the Spock from Undiscovered Country. Perks climbing the mountain, Spock's just floating there.
Yes. So you guys make it to the top up here, to this bridge that leads into a sort of circular chamber within. Within you see a tall, coppery figure, a large figure within. It's got like a hood on, and its face is obscured, but it is shedding a dim light itself. Oh no, a bright light and a 30-foot radius around it, and a dim light around that. There are also several braziers that you can see within that are not lit.
Now, this is not where the light came from. You said the light came from the top.
Yeah, the purple light. So this is just like a bright, sort of like yellowish light that is somewhat constant. The purple light came from way up top.
Okay. I'm assuming that the party is going to advance into the chamber.
Cool.
Indeed.
Thumbs up. Belran and Eddie lead the charge in. As you guys walk in, the brazier immediately to your right ignites with flame as you all step into this circular area.
Eddie
Hmm.
is just remembering now. We picked up a journal. Did we ever read that before charging up here?
No.
Should we read that?
Oh, the captain's log.
Yeah.
What do you suppose it'll tell us? This structure should have been here before the boat, from what we could
Yeah.
tell, so. Go ahead, read it.
Oh,
In the entrance here.
I'll start giving it a quick read through. I'm assuming that I hung on to it or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, flipping through the pages, you see captain's log, captain's log, captain's log, captain's
skip
log.
to the end.
Do you skip to the last page?
Yeah.
Captain's log. Ocean date 271-63. A hard-fought battle. And like the page is covered in ink blots and several stains that look darker than that. I leave this in hopes that my son will one day find it. The Dutchman has found us. We have run ashore. This will be my last goodbye. And then it trails off.
Nor do you know any of that jibber jabber?
Clarence, go ahead and make me a history check.
Okay. I rolled a natural 20.
A natural 20. The term Dutchman sends a chill down your spine. It is a long-standing seafarer myth of Davy Jones and his ship, the Flying Dutchman. A ghost ship, essentially, crewed by the damned.
I relay all of this to the, I
You
tell them a
The
big tale
classic
about it.
myth, essentially.
Yeah, give them the goods, scare the rest of the crew about it real good.
Fuck?
Craig, as you say fuck, you notice that the large golem has moved into the center of the room.
Nope, not leaving my eyes anymore, Gollum.
Oof. Oof. Who dares enter my tower?
I'll step forward. I am converging.
Conversion. What brings you to my estate?
Curiosity.
It is said that curiosity kills. Is it worth that to you?
I prefer not dying.
Craig, you can tell that the side of the room over here where the fire is lit is uncomfortably warm, especially because you, just from where I've placed you, it happens to be you closest, that you can tell that if you step maybe 10 feet closer to it, it would be uncomfortably warm.
Steer clear of the braziers. Why is
We've been trying to
conversion
contact
gigantic?
You, but your tower's extended warranty.
Why is conversion gigantic?
Narvos is huge.
Oh, he's
I am big boy.
He ate his Wheaties this morning.
He did.
Oh, wait, hold on. Okay, no. Forgot the dice. Yeah, it wouldn't matter. I was going to say it's because I messed up in my wild magic and enlarged myself. No.
What do you wish from this tower? If your curiosity is not what will kill you, do you wish to know the truth of your fate? Many have come here and reached their ends.
No, not
Eddie would
particularly.
like to know. Eddie would like to ask the guy: do people come here to reach their end, or do the people come here and reach their end?
Mostly the latter, I would say. Convergent, you being the closest, how close do you want to get to converse with him?
Probably about 15, 20 feet away.
Boop, 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 boop. At that distance, you can see that this is a large mechanized creature, a golem of sorts made out of metallic coppery plates. Its face is covered in a veil, but every time it speaks, a weird light illusion plays across the face, and you see a mouth that moves and eyes that move, and then when it's not talking, it clears into a completely blank slate. Just a sheet of metal as a face.
Well,
Sorry.
we came ashore to see what was here on this island. What is the purpose of this tower?
This is my estate, away from the affairs of the world. Easily defended. Many shipgoers, many pirates try to seek my treasures. All of them become part of the tower. They aid me in my research in one way or another.
And he whispers to his parrot, "This is what happens when people have too much time on their hands. When wizards have too much time on their hands."
I'd like to approach as well.
Doot, 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 doot.
You say they aid you. What if they aided you without being defeated? We're on the sea. We have a boat. I can't imagine you have everything you need here.
Oh, of course not. I'm able to come and go from my humble abode as I please. I don't know if I could say the same for you.
Teleportation, I imagine.
Something of the sort.
Well, Captain, let me know what to do.
Well, my curiosity is solved.
Eddie would like to ask about this guy's research. What are you researching? Eddie's really curious because Eddie knows that researchers love to talk about their research.
I'll move forward as well.
Carney, and Velran are like, it's safer back here.
Mhm.
Yeah.
My research is into what's the Golemancy is probably the right term.
Oh,
I am-
man.
I am the foremost Golemancer of Aronia. None know what I know about the creation of golems.
That's really interesting. Have you had any difficulties with your recent experiment? Like you're trying to get a golem to move or do something in a particular way, but there's some conflict that's also going down that makes that difficult. Anything like that?
The constant struggle of research, trial and error, but I will find what I need, the right crystal to make it work.
Right, Chris? Oh, so Do you use like you have a normal crystal that you kind of use most of the time, but you're gonna try and use a different crystal for your uh, most recent experiment?
At this point, I need you to make me a persuasion check.
I'm not trying to persuade him. I'm just trying to like.
You're trying to
seem-
persuade him to keep this conversation
talking.
going.
Oh, I guess.
Out of curiosity,
Maybe.
Yeah.
does the name Aronia ring a bell?
I imagine this is pretty easy. Researchers, they just love talking about their stuff. Nat 20.
And
Yes.
that's 20. Cool.
That's a
Aronia
21 in total.
is the name of the continent
Williams.
that you just left.
Okay.
I want to pull out my tome of golem crafting and look at the spine of it and say, "What's your name?"
As you pull out, he goes, "Oh, one of mine, I see. Those do sell for a pretty penny in the major cities.
Yes, we
Good
happen
to see my works have made their hands into," and like his like light illusion eyes squint on the metal plate. "Trustworthy hands."
Yes, we took it from an old man who died.
An old artificer, maybe?
Yes, in the Underdark.
I wondered where he'd gotten to.
He's
A good
hiding.
friend back in my day, but he disappeared several decades ago. Never find him with my scrying. Hid himself well from divination.
Did you want to just check in on him, or did you have malice intention?
He was a colleague. I was curious when the Rumagarian kingdom fell. I wanted to know if he'd survived. He was always one of the best at the creation of, I wouldn't call his works golems, but mechanized people, I would say.
Yes. I wouldn't say the kingdom fell. It's more covered in a veiled blanket.
Whatever you say. William's grip is strong in the Empire. It'd be tough to revive the kingdom or pull the blanket away, as you seem to allude.
Is that something you'd be interested in helping with in the future?
Oh no. William's one of my best clients.
It's fair.
Flesh and stone golems. He buys them by the army. I wonder
So
if he's Oh, sorry, what?
Oh, so you don't just research, you like sell and manufacture golems too.
Of course, that's how I live the life I deserve. With a natural 20, you've got this guy like happily talking, by the way.
Super cool. Could we see like how a golem's made?
Your friend there has a tome that explains it perfectly.
Yes.
Oh.
Unfortunately, it requires a lot of time and money.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. With practice and a skilled hand, you can cut down on the time, but the cost remains the same.
And if you had half an Eden's worth of stone, how far would that get you, you think?
He quizzically looks at you and goes, I'm not sure half of an Eden's worth of just raw stone, raw materials, that's maybe a tenth of what you need for a golem.
Okay.
Odd phrase, though, odd use of scales, but
That's what
I
I
won't
measure
judge.
everything in Eden size. It's just something I do, sorry.
But
What's the smallest golem you've ever made?
I made once a small snow golem. It terrorized a village for months. It was wonderful. Would hide beneath the snow and jump up and pull people beneath the snow. Ha! Good times. Good
That's
time.
hilarious. Can you make flying golems?
Those are difficult. It could be done. It's more an enchantment on the stone that allows them to fly.
Super cool.
I wonder if it'd be possible to make one that flies like a bird.
I'm just thinking, like, wouldn't it be cool if you had a boat that was crewed by golems? Golem crewed boat.
If I had to travel, that would be my preferred method. If I had to travel slowly, I should say. But
Ah, you
luckily
think
for me, I can, with a snap of my fingers, be wherever I wish.
You seem like a person who, how can I say it? Just out, you're out for you, yes?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
I am the most important individual in my life, of course.
As one should be, I guess.
Indeed.
Well, we're around this area. If you have any errands you need done, any work that you need help with, we could sail around, gather materials. If you need materials, bring back here. Wouldn't mind helping out such a clever scholar like yourself. I'd love to see some of your golems too one day.
You're looking at one of my golems.
Really? So
Yes.
this isn't actually you? This is your golem?
No, I am not presently in front of you.
Really, Eddie?
I mean, this thing's just like this construct of yours. It's just amazing, super cool.
Wow.
I always thought of golems as like kind of play kind of monsters, not really a lot going on, not sophisticated looking. But this, you're really good at this, aren't you?
Mm. The best there is. Thank you for the flattery. Because of this, I will let you leave with your lives. And you watch as the fire is dimmed out. And this construct begins to walk back this way.
That's more than fair.
Waving its hand behind him, he goes, "Leave now before I change my mind and use you for some sort of entertainment. I have no need for a simple ship's worth of goods. I have better contacts."
And if someone were to take down William in the future, would you still want to work with that person?
It's all about the gold, my dead friend. All about the gold and the wealth. Doesn't matter who it comes from.
I think maybe an army of golems would be better than undead. Yes.
An argument could be made for either. I understand William's fascination with the undead. An unstoppable army, unwavering workforce. In any war, any casualty of his enemies, he just raises and they fight their family and their friends. My golems can be chipped away, lost with time. An undead army. He uses it ingeniously. I wouldn't be spearheading an assault on the Olesian Empire, that's for sure. I hedge my bets, as you can tell.
Yes.
I'm hedging them with you by not putting you through the trials I put most pirates that find their way to my shores.
We fly no black flag.
Ah, but you would still fleece me for everything I own if I gave you the chance.
Trying to make a living. Captain.
Oh, the irony of such a statement from a dead man. And then as he says that, the copper golem kind of reverts back to its completely inanimate form. Its controller pulling away.
That was good.
That was fun. Did we get his name, by the way?
Nope.
It's on the spine of this book
It
here.
should be written on the book.
Yes.
Oh
it's
yes,
on
it
the-
is.
Yeah.
It's Gwydion. Gwendolyn.
Gwendolyn Gwydion.
Gwydion, the Gollum guy.
Golems by Gwydion.
Then I suppose we should be leaving.
Seems like a wise idea.
I think this whole thing was a win.
Yeah, it's Gwydion. I'll put it in the chat.
All right.
Hmm.
Start marking our way back down.
Party till I die. Easily enough, you guys. Give me another athletics check. Actually, it's not easily enough. It's still a single file thing.
I rolled 11 and Connie rolled 10.
19 from Eddie.
I got a 10.
I got a 20 and Belron got a 9.
Okay. Can I get those? Who got below a 15?
Connie and Clarny.
I did.
Both the clown boys, Narvos and Craig.
Yeah.
So you guys struggle. It's not a loss because nobody got below a 10, but it isn't an easy picking, especially because it gets dark as you guys are descending. Nobody falls into the water, which is good because it's a hard surface for you guys, as all of you are affected by water walking. Precarious. It takes about double the time it took you to get back down. You find your way to your rowboat, and you all row back to your ship. Right. Let me switch the underart.
How is the salvaging of the ship?
We're gonna do a roll for that. Can I get a D12 roll from you, Conversion?
11.
11. The crew has managed to find 11 usable cannon. Your ship can only house 6. 11 cannons would probably like have the speed of your ship if you tried to haul those all on board.
Well, we can put them in the hold as cargo.
Yes.
Okay.
Let me find the. You guys are using ship. Beyond. Cargo capacity 100 tons. How much does a cannon weigh?
Oh, they're a few hundred.
Not nearly that much. Depends on how big the cannon is, but
Each cannon weighs about 7,000 pounds.
Really?
Yeah, that makes sense.
mhm.
All right. Those are big cannons.
Those are big
Yeah,
boys.
these are cannons that are meant to put. They're pulled from a ship that fought the Flying Dutchman. You've literally just stripped like the Black Pearl of their cannons, or like one of the East India Trading Company ships of their cannons. These things will bust a hole through anything.
Did they Managed to get any cannonballs?
Let's roll. Just a D100. See how many cannonballs survive.
39.
39 cannonballs, then.
Question's going to be, how are we going to gunpowder for?
And this is finally when they turn to piracy, just to get gunpowder from other ships. Easily enough throughout the night, though, the crew sets up the 6 cannons that you have gotten, locks them into their place on the ship.
Look out, world. We got 7 cannons now.
Easily done. You do see, sometime maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours after you return to your ship, another burst of purple light from atop the tower.
So he probably wasn't even home, and the mimic triggering had him like, oh, people are there.
Being there.
Yeah. Or perhaps that was him teleporting in. Teleport. Either way, he wishes his privacy.
Would be a powerful ally.
Good.
Seems like the price of being an ally is pretty high, though, for him. Anybody could be an ally.
They buy enough golems. Eddie would like to.
Gold.
Eddie would like to dump out the bag of holding that he picked up and see if there's anything in.
All right, this will be the last thing we do for the day. Let us. I'm going to. Can I get you to roll me a D100?
That's the thing, Sean. The
yeah.
Oh, it's just a D10 times D10. No. Yeah. No.
No.
It's a D10 plus D10. You can do that. Just say which one. Say one's first and one's second. Or roll one first. That's your first number. The second one's your second number.
Gotcha. $99.
Wow. Damn, son. Where'd you find this?
HipHopDX.com.
Right. Me pull up what Eddie plops down.
Wow, Vorpal swords for the entire crew.
Everybody gets a Vorpal sword. You get a Vorpal sword. You get a Vorpal sword.
We immediately start play fighting with them, and somebody loses their head.
The last eye of the ancient Kraken just comes and kills us right away.
Can I get yeah, we'll split up the duties. I want Convergent to roll me 2d6. I want Craig to roll me 3d4. I want Carney to roll me another d100, and I want Narvos to roll me 5d12.
5d12.
For the D100, you got a straight 40.
Straight 40. Okay.
That seems like a rolling number.
The D4s are a 6.
So you get 60 platinum.
The 2d6 was an 8.
800 gold.
You write this down, David. This is in your bag.
Well, no, it's all over the floor.
Yeah,
It's
but
on
it's
the deck
going
now.
it's going back into his bag. So yeah.
Got
Hold
a
on.
42.
I was typing this in the game room.
4,200 silver pieces.
Also, I'd like to
Right.
say what I rolled, the individual number breakdown is extremely symmetrical, and I'm happy about that.
Okay, back to this.
Okay, it was 60 platinum, 4,200 silver. How much gold?
800.
800.
Yeah. So the David, what you find is a ring.
Ring. Can someone? I failed out of a magic class in high school. Can someone tell me what this ring is, please?
Did you figure that one out yet, Nagos?
Not a believe show.
You gotta get on it. Do it tomorrow. Literally.
Mm-hmm.
I would be very surprised that this is not in those books.
Yeah.
Maybe the journal has it in there. Found a ring. It makes my cock 8 times the size.
8 times the size, 3 times the durability, or the
The durability, yeah.
Yes, durability. Yes.
Oh,
Just put it on, Eddie. Wear it for an hour. We'll figure it out.
Mhm.
Ba-da-da-dum. Ba-da-da-dum. Ba-dum. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Um. And the other thing you find is a fan, like an Asian style fan.
Like an Asian style fan.
One of
I have a
the-
dress fan hanging around somewhere here.
That might be what I mean.
A dress fan?
Like the one that's like wood and cloth that's folded perfectly,
Mhm.
and when you spread it out, it has flowers all over it.
Yes. I just Googled dress fan, and what came up is what it
you were
is.
thinking.
Mhm.
All right.
I mean, it's the same in Japan if you're doing like a Japanese style wedding or something. Instead of having like bow ties and cufflinks, you would have a dress fan.
There you go. You have a dress fan and a ring. So somebody got married.
Somebody got married.
Or they were.
Also, hand
Hey.
fan. It looks like it's appropriate.
But yeah, that's what's in the stuff. That's what was in your bag of holding.
That's what's still in your bag of holding.
Yes, you scoop it all back up and put it back in the bag.
Nice and safe.
You know, it's great. Spread the money out.
Yeah, I mean, next time we go shopping, definitely spend money for the team.
I have like 1,800 gold, I think.
We're approaching the wealth level of a minor secondary PC over in Arrowknee.
Oh, yes. I've heard of this Arrowknee.
You all did start from there, except for Eddie. Eddie's like, what?
No, I didn't.
What's
I didn't.
your-
I haven't even heard of
Oh,
it. I was
Craig as well.
joking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, I was never there. I never played a game.
We've actually got a huge crew not from Arrowknee.
Yep. I don't think really any of us.
Narvos like came from across the sea. I guess it really just leaves Conversion if Conversion traveled through Arrowknee in your time.
Yeah, he probably would have stopped at the drow.
The surfer drow.
Yeah, the surfer drow.
Yeah. Been like, these guys are odd.
I like to think.
Right along.
Everybody that came to here was friends of Red's, and he's the one
Yeah.
that sent them. That's what I imagined.
I like that. I like that too. Red. Yeah, I like that too. Because Red can just be just about anywhere he wants to be. But that is where we are going to end tonight's episode. A fun day at sea with a mystery tower. We will continue the nautical hijinks next week.